So some grim details there, Zane, but you do have some positive news.
Yeah, that's right. It relates to the City Rail link. Now, the CRL Chief Executive, Peter Brockie, confirmed this afternoon that the very first train tests will happen in the underground tunnels overnight. The test will begin at the new Mangapō station here in Mount Eden and end at the Britomart station in the central city. It marks the beginning of extensive testing that will continue right up until the opening of CRL, which is expected in 2026. Now, that's still more than a year away, but the news will hopefully bring some relief for businesses in the city that have suffered through years of construction disruption. Just knowing that progress is happening and that Auckland is one step closer to having an underground rail system.
Well, back here now, and it's been described as a colossal milestone for Auckland City Rail Link. The first successful train tests were carried out on the underground tracks overnight, bringing the $5.5 billion project a big step closer to its 2026 opening. As Zhang Small reports, after nearly a decade of construction, locals say it couldn't come soon enough.
All aboard the City Rail Link. The first train tests were successfully completed last night on the underground tracks, a positive development for citygoers.
Yeah. It's good for Auckland, that means it.
That's awesome.
It was a slow first test, with the train running at 5 kilometres per hour, just to be sure it actually fit within the new tunnels. The train completed the 3.5 kilometre underground journey from Britomart to the new stations at Midtown, Karanga-a-Hape and finally Mount Eden. It turns the dead-end Britomart into a through-line station to better connect the central city and the wider rail network.
I have been down to see the concourse and the stations. It looks amazing. People are going to be blown away when they get down there.
The train's speed will gradually be increased in subsequent tests, up to 70 kilometres per hour. More than 8,000 tests will be carried out before the opening in 2026. Nearly a decade since the first hole was dug at Britomart in 2016, when Sir John Key was Prime Minister.
As a person that's worked in the city, it's been a while, let's just say that.
The new underground Te Waihoretiu station here in Midtown will have the capacity to handle 54,000 passengers per hour. It's expected to become the busiest rail station in New Zealand.
It will make the central city so much more accessible.
As Chief Executive of the local business association, Viv Beck is also pleased that Auckland Transport's proposal to introduce 24-hour on-street parking charges in the CBD has been delayed until next year to align with the CRL's opening.
It's pleasing they've listened. One of the things we've really pushed for is to make sure we don't have barriers like that in the lead up to the City Rail Link.
For businesses that have suffered through years of disruption due to construction of the CRL, Viv Beck says last night's milestone will come as a relief.
It's obviously been a long, hard road for many people who have unfortunately paid the price of progress, but this is it's pretty exciting to see a real live train moving underground now and to know the end is in sight.
Aucklanders can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.